Oh, goodness.
Despite
Oh,
all of
dear.
that, though, AJ completely understood the assignment and sent over the very first draft. And
Okay.
oh
I'm excited to
was
hear
I
this.
surprised.
Today, we are checking out. I spent $50K on my own anime opening. $50K is a lot to spend on an anime opening. $50K is a lot to spend on anything, right? But we're going to see, hear his story, hear him out on, you know, the aspect of spending that, because there's a lot that goes into it, right? For me, like 50K is a lot of money, bruh. I can't really fathom unless it was like a car. But even still, like 50K is a lot for a car for me, you know? So I don't know if I could, but we'll hear. Maybe it was like easy breezy, beautiful cover girl for him. Or maybe it was tough. We're going to find it out. Link is in the description box below if you're watching this on YouTube. And also on YouTube, check us out on Twitch because we be doing this live. All right. Let me add the chat back onto the screen. I had to take it off after that last video. I had to come down. But there we go. So the people in the chat and the people watching this on YouTube can see the lovely things you guys are saying. Please keep them lovely. Okay. All right. This is by TheAMaazing. Let's check it out.
Hi, my name is Mon, and I just spent my entire bank account to make a 2-minute professionally made anime intro.
Okay. And we're going to see it
I can show you that,
in a second.
I first got to take you back a few years to explain how this all started. First 6 years of my mortal life living in Japan with my family. I was a wee babby at the time, so mom and dad were busy working around the clock to provide for the family, earn a decent living, feed their children after
Why did he put like...
So because of this, a majority of my childhood was spent in front of the TV, enjoying whatever was playing at the time. And whilst a lot of what young babby Mars watched was really quite worrisome, it was this important developmental stages that I began to discover anime.
Oh.
And with
Why did you say it like that? Anime.
Way to be forever labeled a weeb. And now I'm contractually obligated to make 3 JoJo references a day. The way these shows were able to hype me up, have me sobbing, or straight up push me towards the edge of my seat.
The way the lips went.
And seeing that the only joy I felt at the time was when I was beating up my brother, I'm sure it was a relief for him as well. Thank you, anime, for alleviating my painful existence. Sibling abuse.
Poor baby.
So,
oh, goodness.
I had a soft spot for anime, and it definitely left its mark on my heart. This love continued all the way.
Anime is a beautiful style of animation, for real.
YouTube channel, TheAMaazing Reviews. TheAMaazing Reviews. The channel where I reviewed anime whilst trying not to wake up my mom.
So in this video, we're going to be talking about One Piece.
But once I
Is that how he was talking in the video?
The idea that I always had in the back of my mind was, hey, maybe I can make my own anime intro. If only I had some way to be in
them cheeks?
with a talented
you saw the booty cheeks?
Specialized in making anime-themed music.
Look at them cheeks.
Why, hello, SMG4. What are you doing in my videos, you silly little rascals? So I met Kevin and Luke at VidCon Australia, and they were starting up their new long-form, narrative-driven series called Metarunner. And when I asked them for advice about who I could contact for music, they pointed right at AJ Spirito. Now, I had never worked on any sort of musical endeavors before, so when AJ started asking questions about the style, or the theme of the song, or hey Maz, we should remain in contact and be friends, I was like, what the? I just wanted it to be like a shonen, like Naruto, One Piece, My Hero Academia, Shaman King, Bleach, Dragon Ball Z,
that's a lot of
and they immediately got the gist and started working on it.
Oh, okay, that's all he needed. That's all he needed. You see the cheeks?
English or Japanese vocals?
Okay.
Oh no.
So extreme.
I grew up in Japan when I was young, and yeah, I did watch anime in Japanese, but
this is like that sub versus dub argument. Yeah, double cheeked up, right? This is the sub versus dub argument that happens a lot, you know, where people are like, oh, do you like sub or do you like dub? And then there's that back and forth, and I feel like he's having the pressure. It's coming to him. He's feeling the pressure.
Outside of the mainland for far too long, and I don't even like Gurren Lagann, and I mean my entire life and audience is completely based in English, and it would have been for myself, so I guess English it is. Okay, here's my anime pass.
Oh, goodness.
Despite
Oh,
all of
dear.
that, though, AJ completely understood the assignment and sent over the very first draft. And
Okay.
oh
I'm excited to
was
hear
I
this.
surprised to hear it. The heavy rock beat, the vocals that inspire you to take
Look,
action,
look
the
at the
energy
muscles.
that was permeating through.
My
I could
goodness.
feel it in my veins.
Oh.
And with that hype, the music was settled, and I was beginning to feel like the Pirate King Saiyan Hokage already. Now, the next step after this was to bring the music to life with some...
An anime opening. This has me thinking, okay? This has me thinking, you know? How about both versions? Well, if it costs 50K and he got one version, it's probably a lot more if for another version. This has me thinking.
I didn't have my animation team built quite yet, so I didn't know how to go about getting things storyboarded at the time, because I didn't even know what that was. Storyboarding is when you have a sequence of drawings to represent how the actual shot will look like. Basically, it's like a blueprint for the anime intro. And remember that I wanted to make it look
Or for any
shonen
art
or
piece, or any
theme. That meant I had to
story-based.
grab somebody who had a good grasp of combat to bring my anime opening, which at this stage I'd been
Hold on. Storyboarding you can do for any project. That's what I was trying to say. Any creative project where it involves film or animation or, well, I guess film and animation, essentially. Even if you're doing a project for your video, like for your YouTube channel, or like an instructional video, which counts as film. So any type of film and animation. This is all good for me. I'm curious what happens. Yeah, I'm curious too. Okay, the muscle transition was so hot. Okay, Melosi. All right.
Working on for like a year to life.
Well, I think you're just copying Jaden, because she made her anime opening first.
What?
People are
Did you just not listen to
it? Like, people are idiots. Because I'm sure people say that. Because just like when I played Cooking Mama, after watching Jaden talk about Cooking Mama, I was like, oh, this game exists? Because I didn't understand Cooking Mama. I've never played it before. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to play that game. And I streamed it. And then so many people came in the comments, oh, you're just trying to be like Jaden. You're trying to be like Jaden. You're just trying to copy Jaden. And I was like, good. Okay, y'all need to calm down. Y'all really need to calm down. That, like, it's a video game. There are so many other people that play it, right? And even if they played it because she showed it in her video, it's not me trying to emulate her or copy her. It's just that I found something I like too. And I'm like, hey, I'm a gamer on my channel. Let me play the game on my channel. And just like in this situation, because when he mentioned he's doing an anime opening, right? I thought of Jaden's anime video that she made, but not in the reference of like, oh, he's trying to copy Jaden. It was just more so like, oh, somebody else who did an anime thing. It's pretty cool to see it go around. Yeah, that game ain't exclusive for Jaden, right? Everyone plays that game. That is very true. I'm gonna go to bed so I can delay watching the all right, bye, dear Cuban. But yeah, like it's people be crazy. People be crazy.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where I introduce you to Party Dave. He's an
All right.
incredibly skilled animator who was already making a name for himself within the community. And as you can clearly see with his style, he excels with fluid frame-by-frame animation, and it's exactly this quality that I wanted for the intro.
Oh, you see his quality.
By the way,
oh,
he's
it went
16,
back.
And he did it on his phone.
What? What?
I gave him the rough instructions of what I kind of wanted for the overall theme for the intro, about how I'm a wizard traveler who finds this Martian planet and fight against this giant monster Timmy, all of which was a reference to a short parody I did in a few videos ago. I also wanted to include some of my friends and prominent figures within the community,
Jay got his finger in his nose,
as well as some Martians to represent my fans, because without you guys, I wouldn't be here talking about a financially dubious decision to showcase my addiction to anime. And with all of that, Dave said, here.
Oh, and he did it?
Beautiful. Now I had the song,
that
I had
face.
a rough outline of what I wanted to look like. Now it's time for the animation. I really wanted this to look as authentically Japanese as possible. So my first intuition was to search for anime studios to hire directly. But that's when I realized that A, they're all
so he did the
busy. B,
yeah.
language barrier definitely would have been an issue. And
yes.
C,
Yes.
it was very, very, very expensive, and I had already sold off my kidneys to the algorithm to keep this channel afloat. But around 2020, I had just finished building my own pirate crew, TheAMaazing, dedicated dedicated to helping me produce videos on my channel, and I genuinely would not have been able to juggle both medicine and YouTube without them.
Someone like eating paper.
Now, whilst I like the idea of being homegrown and creating the opening with my own team, I also like the idea of making regular videos instead of just taking months to make one opening. Dude, you can do both. No, you can't. That's just not a reasonable thing to expect.
What do you mean I can't? Don't tell me what to do. You don't even know what you're talking about. You're just like, what, a year older and from the future? And
yeah.
Damn, have you been working out?
You're stupid.
Look at him.
It was during
You're stupid. I need to
I
disappear.
somehow found Studio Mila after watching a bunch of their
So that guy was making the storyboard. The one that made it from his phone, the 16-year-old, that's a lot. And the fact that he was 16 and did it from his phone. What? That's crazy. That's crazy.
on YouTube. Score! And I decided to test my luck and send an email asking if they were free to take on a project, which they were. Double score. And then somehow we got into a call talking about us working on the anime intro together. Wow, haiku really came in handy because triple score. Now,
goodness.
Completely underprepared or too much like a noob, so I made sure to sit down and do my own research into the animation industry standards and payments. So let's just say...
Oh, so that way you could be prepared. Okay.
All right. So for animating my anime intro, I'm willing to offer you this much. Now, don't try to do any
Fortnite bucks.
My team behind me. Yeah, no, that's not going to be nearly enough.
Ooh. Oh, are they dead?
Touché. And so I left the call having to deal with my own mental breakdown.
Can I
really justify spending this much money for a
so like 50K?
Could I maybe spend this on other videos or for
you see the one in the back saying, "Please feed me, please feed us."
Stop making live action anime. But I think that's when I realized that I was looking at this entirely wrong. I started YouTube as a hobby, a means to escape reality and enjoy life outside of my medical career. It was an opportunity to do something that I genuinely enjoyed, and I had already decided to put any of the money that I made back into the channel. And whilst the questions that I asked are definitely valid and should be considered, I also think that always being business-minded, always being sensible, and always looking at things from a pragmatic point of view is the fastest way to drain passion.
That's solid gear.
To do. And if I didn't allow myself
like solid clothes,
one project that I've been wanting to do for years, then that would have been a great travesty to me. And so I shook their hand and started to make TheAMaazing anime opening. The business expense that was so expensive.
What did we say before we started the recording? This is those who can do and those who can't teach. In this case, those who can afford to and do it. I'm like I'm sure it's gonna be really cool, and I love like when they turn things into anime, right? I feel like anime as an art style is just better animation, right? I mean, the definition of anime is just Japanese for animation, right? That's what anime means. Japanese for animation. However, when you talk about it as a category, there are a lot of anime that have such a way better art style than traditional American cartoons or animation. And so like when they turn things into anime, I love it. I think is it 50K AUD or USD? I don't know. Someone do the math for me. If it's 50K AUD, what does that mean for USD? Because I wonder if that's more or even less than what we're used to over here. Christine, have you dropped a big chunk of money towards something content related or like that? And if so, were you nervous? Let's hold that question to the end. Okay. I have to think about it, but let's hold it to the end. That's a good question.
The actual experience of working with Studio Mila was fantastic. Watching an actual professional studio at work was super enlightening because it was clear that they had much more.
This is the other thing. I do want to say this because me and my husband have tried so many times with different projects to get things done. And we've been in so many situations where like just trying to find people. I wish finding people like in the content creation space was easier and more reliable. And I say that because there are so many times, like so many projects that we would talk to an animator on YouTube and be like, hey, can you do this? and it would fall through because the person started ghosting after working for a little bit, or they said they were down and then they disappeared, you know, or we tried to use Fiverr twice and it's been a pain in the butt, like trying to get somebody to actually do the work that we're asking. And it's been so frustrating. I do wish that it was easier for me to find somebody who's capable of doing the work and then having them execute it. It's very frustrating. It's very difficult to do. So I get the aspect of going professional to somebody who's got a studio and paying more money that way, because when you try to pay lower to some people who don't have a professional studio, sometimes they're not professional. That's the sad truth, a very sad truth. Not to say you should never work with content creators, but I will say that it's been difficult to find another content creator who does like animation or other things like that and have a reliable relationship when it comes to you commissioning something from them, you know? And again, not saying all. 50K is 35 USD. Oh, I think that's the price of my vehicle. My car, I want to say, might be like 33K. It's a Toyota Highlander. You know, kind of like a family SUV thing. But we do monthly payments on that. So I mean, if they would take monthly payments, I got you. I got you. But then again, I think the car is what, a 7-year situation. So having them executed. No, the projects, not the people. No. Okay. Having them executed. Did I hear that wrong? Yes. Yes and no. I did say executed, but not the person. I meant the project. Like having a project in mind, doing a storyboard, all that stuff, and then the project not being executed. People be messing up their own bag. Like it's legit such a common thing in this space to have somebody where you're like, hey, I will pay you. Let me know what your rates are. I will pay you. And again, not saying all, because there are people, like there's somebody that I found that was editing some TikToks for me. She was solid, absolutely solid. But she wasn't the first person I went to. I went through so many other people to try to do it. And it just would fall through every single time. It's the weirdest thing. It has made me hesitant to reach out to people for commission jobs. And depending on what it is, I feel like for the emotes, I feel like Vicky, she's hella reliable. I can send her what I need. She's reliable. The girl that does my artwork for my for the merch, hella reliable. Okay. Yeah. Hella reliable. But when it came to trying to get some animations done, everybody fell through. Except for that one person who was like, hey, I'll do this one for you. And it took them a while, but they were going to school and stuff. And then my husband is the other person that I know. But he be busy, you know? They fall, they lose their heads. I tried to animate a model on my own, but I need more experience. Keep practicing. I heard a sound out in the living room. And I'm just going to hope that it's my husband. Because then it means it might be the cats jumping on things they shouldn't. But we'll see.
In almost every regard. These are just some of the behind-the-scenes material that they had. But trust me when I say that watching them bring this anime opening to reality was something really cool to see. Like, have a look at this reference sheet of my own character.
I love this. I can't wait for us to see it.
And how I draw myself and continue to apply this super slick aesthetic to my friends as well. And after months of work by Studio Mila, it was finally done. The project that I had been envisioning, planning, and wanting to create for years was finally in my hands.
That's good.
The world. This passion project was only possible because of where I currently am with my channel. And I only got here because of you. So thank you to each and every one of you who's watching, to those who have stuck by me since the very start.
Oh, you see the art.
Recently found me, and even those who are watching me for the very first time, watching why this loser blew so much money on anime. I still thank
Let,
all of you.
let him do him.
After 5 years of being on YouTube, with over 1 million Martians who have subscribed to me, I'm ready to show all of you the AyChristene anime intro.
Okay, I don't know, bro. Seems
Oh.
like you copied me.
Oh.
Jaden, you knew about this. We talked
Jaden.
about that.
She's funny. I'm glad she joined it.
You're stupid. Your birds are stupid.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Oh dear. She left.
Okay, play the intro.
I was gonna play right now. Okay. So we don't have to see the separate one. I want an anime song for my intro. Okay. I love this animation. He should have chose Japanese lyrics, but we're just gonna leave that alone. Can you see? Oh, that's from the Mafia games. That's what Cartoon was talking about. One of our members, for those who don't know. We see Sultan. You see some of the friends. Oh, look at that. I want an anime opening song. I wonder how much it would cost to have him do the song. You can do this. There's PJ. Oh, PJ's using her healing powers. Do you see? Wait, did you see James? Odd One's Out? You see his musket? And then who is this? Who is this? And what's his channel? I want to know. Who it is, okay? Who it is? This song is giving like Yellow Card. Oh, I gotta listen to Yellow. Oh goodness. Okay. We splitting people now. Okay. All right. This is so cool. Yeah, I see all of his friends. Oh, and the Martians. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. Sounds like Yellow Card. Yeah, Yellow Card. Yes. Very Yellow Card.
Thanks again, Dragon City, for sponsoring.
Oop, I almost clicked on this. One other thing that we didn't talk about, the amazing thing that he did, if you notice, like when he was talking about each of the steps of the video, like this video was like a way to package a lot of things in one, right? It was to introduce this anime opening, talk about the behind the scenes of the anime opening and how it came to be, right? And then also name dropping, like shouting out all of the people that were a part of this along the way, you know? And I feel like this is a great way to do that intro, or the intro to the intro type of thing, where he put the names. I'm gonna see if he put the links too. He put the names of the different people that helped to make this come through. Yeah, the song, you have AJ the Spirito. Right here, you've got the storyboard person and then the studio that did it. And then other people that helped with the storyboard, like coming up with different things. Like all the people that are a part of this. Oh, this is TheAMaazing, but like the anime opening credits, this is who worked on it, which are the people that he mentioned. I think that's amazing. It's amazing for like someone like me who's like, man, I would love an anime opening like intro thing. I would love to, 50K. I ain't there yet. You could talk to me about how much it would cost to make the song, and I got you. And I would want it to be in like Japanese. I would want it to be Japanese. And I feel like the song is really, really cool. This is a really cool thing to do. And I feel like it's something that, I'm not going to say it's like a rite of passage, but no one should have to truly justify why they paid something to do, you know? Like if anybody is in his comments like, He put the links. Now need to put the money. What, in there for us? He put the links for us. We need to put the money for us. No. I feel like he shouldn't have to justify. I understand him like explaining and being honest. Like, I spent like $50K for this thing, right? And I know there's gonna be people like gatekeeping on how much he should spend or what he should spend. You know, it's one thing to be like 50K. Like, I wouldn't spend no 50K on that. That's one thing, right? I mean, I wouldn't leave that as a comment because I feel like you're just raining on somebody's parade. But like, I can understand why somebody personally would not spend 50K. But you have people who like gatekeep on like, oh, you know, that really make you regret sharing something that you're very excited about. And you know those people. You know those people that when you buy things, they rain it on your parade, right? And it's like, I want to celebrate this moment. I want to celebrate this thing that I'm doing. And people are, you shouldn't rain on my parade. Don't take away from my happiness because it's something you couldn't do. And and there are people that take other people's celebrations as if you are pushing it in their face and as if you were trying to tear them down. And that's not the case. You should be able to celebrate. You should be able to celebrate what you're doing and freely, you know, and without judgment about this thing that you were able to do. You were able to spend 50K. That's amazing. Hallelujah. Like, you know, give him his claps. He was able to spend 50K on this. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But that's amazing. That is amazing that he was able to do that. I really love the intro. I think it was really super cool. It was cool to see everybody all together. And like, you know, it's just like anime intros where it's like a story just from the animation that happens in the beginning of the episodes when you're watching an anime. And Tasha, hi Tasha, how you doing, boo? How you doing? It's amazing to see this, right? And I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool. Shout out to you, Maaz, for being able to do this, and shout out to you for name dropping the people that are involved. Because I mean, I would like the anime intro song. You know, I ain't got that 50K for the anime part, but the song, I might be able to afford the song. He didn't list how much that costed, but I think I could. Depending on what that is. How much? I don't know. How much would it cost to have a song made? I don't know. Feeling a little under the weather. How are you? Oh, go ahead and you drinking soup? You drank some soup? You resting? You resting? Make sure you drink water because you were out at Disney. You need to hydrate. Get your hydration, lady. Drink some tea and some soup. For sure. To the question that someone had asked earlier, was there anything that I dumped a whole bunch of money on for content creation? I would have to say, yeah, equipment for sure. The Sony camera that I'm using currently right now that you're seeing my face through costs like 4K. And that was like, my heart was just like, because I have friends that have this camera and I love the quality. And for years, people have been saying, hey, you should get this camera. You should get this camera. What just happened? Something clicked over here and it looked like everything like dimmed and stuff. I don't know. But I'm gonna need you to put the camera in the bag. You trying to rob me through the comments? You trying to rob me right now? Destiny. But yeah, I on this camera, like friends were telling me about it, and you know, I was like, okay, let me check out the camera that they're talking about. And it was this camera, and I love it. And it was 4K. So I would say that's the most I have spent on like something for the channel for sure. I'm drinking chamomile right now, and I had soup earlier, so yeah, I'm trying to get it better. Feels like a head cold, brain fog, sore. Oh, okay. In the chamomile, drop some lemon in there. Or ginger. Ginger would be good for that too. Pretty fast with Destiny. I will help you. Let you rob. No, don't rob Christine for the camera. No, I don't want to have to go back to that old quality. But yeah, that's the thing that I've spent a lot of money on for the channel. So there's a comment here I'm trying to see. Yeah, this is a passion project. A dream come to life. Very beautiful journey. Yes, yes. Especially for something that has been a passion project for him for a long time and he's been able to do it. People need to leave him alone. Like, oh, you're just trying to copy Jaden. I want to see if there's one we're just gonna glance really quick. Has there been one? Thank you, Third Eye. See you in 10 years. And the stories I mean. Okay, we're good. We would probably have to go through the depths, of the comments to see like a complainer, but I'm sure there's one. I'm sure they exist for sure. But let's go to the next video.